Okay, Rose, are you good to go?
Fighting villagers because you just left them in the ocean.
I don't remember doing that, but if you're gonna accuse me of it. Welcome, everyone. I hope you're having a good morning or afternoon or whatever time it is for you. We are playing Minecraft again, and I'm in the middle of the jungle trying to chase down this parrot and hopefully tame him. That's where we left me. Apparently, Rose is dealing with a pillager problem. How is everyone? I'm doing okay, a little bit tired. Had a long Sunday, had a lot of stuff to get done. Hoping this week will be a little less stressful, but no guarantees of that yet. How are you guys? How's it going?
It's 10 p.m.
Oh, so good evening then for you guys. It is not 10 p.m. for us. It is 9 in the morning. Or little, just after that. Okay, hold still. Come back. I swear, parrot. I don't know if it's
levers. I don't know what I'm gonna do with a lever.
Oh yes. Okay, perfect. Thank you. You love me now. Okay.
I'm in school and bag. That's all my pants.
I can relate to that. That makes sense. Exam scores can be stressful. Okay, we gotta get home now. What are our coordinates? Rose, what are the home coordinates?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes, I would. I would like to know, actually. I'm glad that you realized I would like to know, and now you're gonna tell me, right? I think it's like -400, -400, -400, if I'm remembering right. And if you don't tell me, one of them will remember, and Tumo will help me. He will save me. I would like to know, though. But I will try going this way.
-409, -470.
Okay, thank you. So we're gonna head this way. Come on, bird. Let's go. We got places to be. Things to do. Oh, look, I probably died over here. Here's some of my stuff. Are you keeping up, bird? I hope he is.
It's our last time, Daniel.
Yeah, we fixed it last time. Since that's your only desire in the stream. What is on today's agenda for you, Rose?
Village. Always village. Never anything but village.
Is Bird coming? Bird, you gotta come across the ocean. Listen, man, we gotta keep going. You can't just sit there. Come on.
You can if you want to.
It's easier if you don't swim. Fly. That's your thing. Your whole thing is that you can fly.
I had to approve all my messages, so it took time. He should have fixed that, but he never truly does.
He should be in class. I don't think he's here. I think he's in class. Yeah, he should have
exactly
fixed.
I'm calling him out.
He should have fixed it so that it doesn't have to be approved, so that you can just curse. Which is, I'm glad that's what you guys are really excited about. The cursing is what you're very much into today. On my agenda for today, I want to get the bird back home, stick him inside the house. I've thought about building the aviary, but I feel like I'm gonna leave that for Rose. I just don't know if I can do a good job of it. And then
yeah, I think I'm not going to be building the village for the rest of my days.
That's true. You may just never finish building the village.
I don't know what house this was supposed to be.
What?
I do know I need plans.
You didn't label it?
I hadn't started it.
Is this the right? Yeah, there we go.
It was only me that ever wanted to swear. No, there was like a couple other people. You were just the most adamant.
And vocal about it. There were several of our collab friends who were like, well, I'm trying to tone it down, but it's really hard, man. Not swear when on your channel. So it should be
such intense emotions about the video game and how poorly we're doing at it.
Maybe that's the problem. We drive people to cursing. It's us and not them. Oh, okay, let's go the other way. Come on, bird. We don't need to interact with the creeper. We just let's leave him alone. Run. Anyway. So now that you can do that, are there other requests? We try to accommodate most requests, not all of them, but most of them. what's on my agenda for Minecraft today is I'm gonna get home with a bird, and then I think I'm gonna try and build a fox habitat. I don't actually have. I was going to, and then I didn't. I didn't do my homework for the stream. I was bad. I was going to look up some pictures of what to build and have an idea of like what I wanted, but I don't. So we're gonna just kind of wing it. I also don't have the foxes.
On Friday? The morning one or the afternoon one, friend? Please explain.
What did we stream Friday?
I don't remember. It's my best.
I think it was Pokemon Unite and Devour, but I could be wrong. I feel like it was Pokemon Unite and Devour. I don't know which one. I don't think we ended either of them early, but I could be wrong.
Roblox, the Mimic.
Roadblock.
What are we howling about, friends? Ezra!
Don't yell so loud, Rose. Do I happen to have a bed? I do not. Okay, we keep going. We travel in the night.
I will write down game. Hold on.
What's the all manic characters if possible? I don't know what that part means, but I'll have to.
It's chapters.
We'll have to ask about that. I thought Roadblock.
First words is true.
I don't know if that's intentional on ThinkCat's part or not. Oh. Okay, hold on. We only have a little bit of help left. We gotta survive this. I'm just gonna keep going, keep traveling forward. Hopefully this will get us there eventually. We fell into a hole though. We can't see what the coordinates on, but we don't know where we're going and we don't have them on. It's just a bad cycle.
Anyway, well, I'm sitting waiting for you since you can't go to bed.
You're gonna just keep working on something then.
It's nighttime, I don't want to.
But yeah, if you want to tell us what you were meaning about the Friday stream, we'll try to figure out what we did to upset you.
Also, if you could tell us what to call you, because your name just looks like a bunch of letters to me, and that concerns me. I know you've been here, but I don't know what to call you. You've been here for like 3 or 4 streams, I think. But it concerns me. I don't know how to say it.
Okay.
I have a feeling the Mimic is a horror game. I feel it in my tiny bones.
Okay, I did not die yet. Not yet. Okay, I gotta keep going. We must keep moving forward. There's so many monsters. I guess I could just hang out here on the island, but I don't know if that's the best idea.
Do you have a bed?
No, I have no bed, and I have no...
It is, but it wasn't scary. Okay, Tomorrow, you say those things. You tell us those lies. Where's she wandering? She does that. She wanted a bird.
We had come back from the forest when we did the jungle temple thing. And is it coming for me? I think it maybe I have no weapon. And on the way back we got lost and then found several birds and then they died or they ran away, and now we're here and I have this one and I'm gonna die. And yeah, I don't know exactly what to do about that. Let's go this way. Come on, bird. It's not scary because the jump scares are obvious. I'm sure they're obvious to you, Tumo, but I'm sure they will be terrifying to me. Jump scares make me feel uncomfy. I did not handle the spider one.
Everyone's feeling uncomfy.
Some people don't get bothered by them. Apparently, our Nana is one who doesn't get bothered by jump scares. I sent her one of the videos of, like, one of the clips, because she was so enamored by some of our clips. One of the clips of Devour. And I was like, you know, it's pretty scary. You know, you might want to sit down while you're watching, because I was really worried, like, this will be it. She'll have a heart attack while she's watching this clip, and no one will forgive me. Oh, I died.
It's true.
Okay. I vaguely...
Why didn't you just jump down and take half your hearts? Sorry, you gotta go to sleep. Good night, friend.
I had to run away. I vaguely remember what my coordinates are. If anybody... Oh, I'm back in the jungle. Okay, bed. Get in bed. If anybody else remembers what the coordinates were, that'd be really great. But I think it was -600, -700, or maybe +700. That's gonna be key here, is remembering which one of those is correct. Because the bird will not teleport to you, which makes me angry that it doesn't do that. -700, -600, okay, so I was right on that. Okay. So not that far off, honestly. if we can just find where we're going and then get home. But the reason we need the bird is because we're trying to collect all the different colors, and he's the last color we need. I just gotta figure out which direction is the correct direction. I think it's this direction. Let's just continue this way. At least for a little bit. But any fun grab melons, they say. Where did the melons go? I'll grab them as I wander this way.
Any fun what?
Any fun plans anybody has for their week? Any big projects going on? Anything you're worried about, excited? It's Monday, so that's kind of like Monday questions. Normally I ask about weekends on, oh, there's a sheep. I guess I should have taken the bed with me. But then who knows where I would be. I'll leave the bed. And hope that I can get home in time. Also, I'll try to kill the sheep on the way there. Maybe that way I can have another bed.
I check on the pandas.
How are they doing? I guess you should keep breeding them so we keep getting, trying to get the other ones.
Okay.
You're gonna go for 4 days instead of 3? How long are you planning on continuing this, Daniel? I'm getting concerned.
There's something wrong with him. It's okay.
Well, at first I was like, I don't really get it, but at least he is making logical sense. He wants to feel like his youth and see if he can still do the things he did then. And that sort of made sense to me. I didn't really agree with it, but it sort of made sense at least. And now I'm very concerned and worried.
We've got all kinds of baby pandas.
All kinds? Anything cool?
Please.
Helped make the script for what I may have lost. Self-confidence. I won't practice the presentation. Is it self-confidence, or is it just that you don't want to practice the presentation?
Oh, bless you.
The pandas are sneezing again?
Yes.
Poor sickly pandas. Oh, look, another bird, but not the one I need. You would think it wouldn't hurt as much if I'm jumping on tree leaves. But apparently it does.
You've got day 3 in the bag, so why not go for 4? Because you'll die.
Yeah, because at a certain point it becomes dangerously unhealthy, is though what I was thinking. Okay, melons was a good idea, Tumo. This should help me survive more. Have a better chance. And I definitely would have walked right past them. Because that's the kind of thing I do.
It is the kind of thing she does.
Here's a good question, since you guys are kind of active here talking to us. And not necessarily going to take all suggestions, but of the people we've collabed with, for Friday's collab that we plan to do, is there someone, and again, they may not be able to make it, is there someone of those that you would like us to do Devour with again? Because that's part of what we plan to do, try and see if we can actually finish the Devour. Nope, that's having them both go up. We want only one of them to go up, and it's not. Oh, here's the jungle temple, or maybe is this another jungle temple? Can there be more than one? No, this is definitely the one we ran. Okay. So yeah, do you guys have a family, or you like him? Fine with anyone, Tumo? Thank you. I feel like you're a very go with the flow personality. Do we leave anything good in here? Of course not. Nothing helpful. That would have been useful for us to leave a weapon for me in there. But we didn't do that. And then here's the burning thing. I'm worried I'm not on the right path.
You probably aren't.
Oh, and there's a skeleton. I will go this way instead. Fine. Are you counting, or what's the gentle chanting that we're hearing in the background?
Anyone with a good mic is good enough. Okay.
Were there specific people who had not a good mic? You're like, not them again? I mean, we won't tell. We might tell. We won't tell. If you want to call people out. We have a limited number of people we can collab with, because we don't know a ton of people, because we're so new. So it's kind of repetitive. Also, not everyone wants to play a horror game. But we know...
Rose noises.
What?
Rose noises.
Yes. But we know that to ever try and win, we must have friends. Also, at some point, if you guys would like to play a horror game, if one of you guys would, that would be... I don't know
You
if we
just
can make
have to
that...
be talkative and be willing to speak to us
Yeah.
for several hours.
Have to be on voice, and I don't know if that would be something fun, like, do a game with us would be a fun redeem that you guys would like. I don't know if that's something people do. We just don't have a lot of people play. But you'd have to have the game and be cool with talking on voice. Although some of the people we play with don't talk very much on voice. I feel like you guys might be more talkative than some of them. Devour, if I had Devour, I would join. Devour also is a very non-cost restrictive game. It's $5, and I think it's available on Windows, Steam, and Mac Steam, and maybe other things as well. Could be wrong about the other things part. Okay, here's the track, which would be helpful if I had my parent, but I don't. You didn't have a bad device, Sumo. I'm sorry that you have a bad device. I understand that is probably very frustrating.
$5 is pretty expensive. It is when you're poor, but we did the sacrifice. Did the thing.
We just skipped a couple meals that way. I mean, since you're staying up, maybe you can work a couple extra hours, be more productive. I'm sure just gonna keep being up forever and ever. I am so lost. Okay. This gets that number to go down. Oh, no, 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 no. Go away.
You okay?
Skeleton.
You seem to be struggling.
I am struggling. Struggling a lot. All I want to do is find the stupid bird so that we can get back home and we don't have to have this problem anymore, and I don't have to go hunting in the jungle for anything, which I hate. Well, I guess eventually I'll need the cats that are here. But other than that, I would like to leave the jungle and never return. No, I just need to find an island. It should be around here somewhere. Like, this is about where I was coordinate-wise, I think. Maybe a little bit higher on this one. I know the coordinates are annoying. I'm sorry about that. I think that's a creeper. I'm really worried that's a creeper.
It probably is. Anyway, in the meantime, I've realized we've gone too far streaming. Oh, there you go. You're dead. We've gone too far streaming. Because I was doing things this weekend and I was thinking, I can't tell May until the stream starts, so I get her actual reaction.
How does that mean we've gone too far?
Because normally I wouldn't do that, but instead I thought, oh no, I should wait. We should get your genuine reaction on stream. Not like it's an important reaction, but just like that way you won't have to hear the story twice.
Oh. See, I told you, I thought you said something about, like, oh, eventually we're going to run out of things to talk about. I said, no, we'll just wait if we won't say things to each other in person. And that way it'll work out here.
And that's truly what has happened, which is kind of horrifying. Anyway, what I did this weekend. There's a tree that I missed one single. It's one of those stupid long trees, and I missed one thing in it, and now it won't go away. So I went to a rugby game. If you didn't know, I know nothing about rugby.
Wait, with who? Where was I? How did I not know about this? I am so confused. That's my genuine reaction. How did I not know about this? How did not every other family member call up and say, she's going to a rugby game? Isn't this great?
Because her coworker was playing. But here's what I've learned about rugby. First of all, she did not... What is rugby? Good question. Don't really know.
No, you gotta give some kind
sport?
Oh, is it
That's
it's getting dark?
Yes.
And there's witches and something else beating me up, which is a spider?
So, rugby is a sport. It's like football, but you have no padding.
Is that really the only difference?
No, there's lots of other differences. We'll get there.
Football, but no padding.
Football with no padding.
With less safety.
All the violence, none of the protection.
Okay.
So, first of all, this was a college rugby game. I did not know our college had rugby. Now I do. There was no
Wait, our
scoreboard,
college
so
actually
I don't know
has
who
rugby?
won. There was no referee, so I don't know what was happening. There was a referee. There was no, like, announcer. There was also no announcer dad, which is, you know, like a dad who, you know, is just yelling about how his son should do better. And that normally can tell you what's happening in the game, but there wasn't one of those. So I'm going to tell you what I've learned about rugby.
Was it a male rugby team or a female
Yeah.
rugby? Okay,
It was a male rugby team.
and her coworker.
I don't know anyone. I guess I now know one person on the team. I didn't know anyone when we showed up, and I never met this man. And all the information I had was he's tall. So that was
that your
very
draw
clear.
for going? Was she like, here, I found you a man, Rose. He's tall,
No.
he plays rugby, we will go see him. You can observe and decide how you feel.
He is very tall. He's like 6'6". Devour is 319 at the moment. Fun. It's on a deal. I love deals. Anyway,
Well, that's an
I
different
also learned
currency.
I can just walk onto any field at our college that isn't like the big sport one and not pay. Just wander places.
No security.
Anyway, so here's what I've learned about rugby. You can't. The facts that I got about rugby beforehand was her coworker is playing. He is tall, very tall, 6'6", very tall. And I went, okay. And I said, what's his jersey number? And she said, I don't know. So we had to find out. That was fact number one. We eventually located him.
Which person should we be cheering for? Are we happy they scored or are we sad?
Second thing I learned, apparently when she said, well, what is rugby to her coworker? He said, well, you can't high tackle. And she went, what is that? And he said, well, you know, in football where you like jump and tackle someone, you can't do that. And she said, oh, okay. Like that was the most important fact about rugby he had to share.
I feel like I found the island and it's covered in monsters, but I don't see my bird. I'm sorry. I don't know. This definitely seems like where I was.
The second thing we knew about rugby is the way you score is you use a football, like in football games. Not in soccer, in American football, like the triangle-shaped ball.
It's not really triangle shaped.
You use one of those, and it has to physically touch the end zone to be scored as a point. It has to touch the ground. And those are the two facts we learned about rugby before we went into the game. So then we show up. We sit down next to these two cops. They're college cops. At one point in time, they get called away because their friend, they're talking with these two, like, dads. And their friend goes, they get, like, a call on the radio, and their friend goes, oh, did they find more drugs on campus? And we thought they were joking, but they weren't. And then the two cops ran, and then they got in their car, and they had their sirens on, and were going very fast.
I don't know what to do. I'm lost. There's not a way to make a bed.
They want you to sprint.
Quickly, I'm trying to sprint, but there's so many monsters and there's so much jumping. I have
Not my problem.
so few hearts. I'm also hoping the bird didn't get shot. I need to get to somewhere safe to look, though. Okay, no, bird's still with me. I'm sorry, I'm just having a time.
This is why I figured this is a good time, because I will not be able to go to bed and continue my project. This is a good time to tell rugby. Anyway, so we go to the rugby game, and here's what we've learned. First of all, there's a lot of yelling. Many a scream. The second thing, you can grab people by their clothing. So, like, you want to yeet that man by pulling on his shirt? Allowed. Permitted. You wish to pile on a man with two of your friends? Also permitted. Can knock people down in any way other than apparently jumping and tackling them. Every other way, totally permitted. Sometimes when the ball goes out of bounds, you lift your friends up in a cheerleader style to try and catch the ball. And also, we don't understand how the ball works. Me and my friend are beginning to think it might be living, because like the ball's on the ground and they're all piling on top of each other to get it away from the one dude who's cowering on the ground holding the ball. And then the ball just like disappears and shows up somewhere else.
Wait, cowering on the ground?
Maybe they weren't cowering. It felt like cowering to me.
I have towered my way up to stand on a pillar so I can heal a little bit.
Okay.
That's the cowardice thing I'm doing. Anyway,
That's
keep
the
going.
thing. Sometimes they decide that, no, the ball, we need to decide who gets the ball this time. So you line up your strongest members of your team, and you all, like, link up with your arms and stuff. And you just kind of shove against the other team until someone, like, weasels their way in and gets the ball. And then the game starts again. So, unlike football, where, like, the moment the ball touches the ground, you have to stop and, like, reset everything. Chat reads like my 7th grade WhatsApp group.
What does that mean?
Anyway, continuing with rugby. So I'm very lost and I'm very confused. Oh, also at the end of the game, with the team I thought lost, I'm not sure because there was no scoreboard. They like all took off their jerseys and laid them on the ground.
Just like
And then
show you.
left the field and went and had a meeting with like their coach. I don't know if that's like we lost so we sacrificed our jerseys to you, or we won so we claimed this with our jerseys. I don't know.
I hope it's we lost so we sacrifice our jerseys. I like that idea.
All I know is they finished the game and then they just started stripping, and it was very strange because that's not what you expect at the end of most sports.
I like that. That would encourage me to go to more rugby games. Maybe that's to bring in the female viewers. Maybe that's to bring in the female viewers. They take off their shirts to try to increase female audience size. Okay, getting off the pillar was a bad idea. There's skeletons coming after me. I don't know where I am. I'm gonna die. I'm not happy. I'm thinking about building a box, but I know you guys don't appreciate it when I do stuff like that.
There wasn't a lot of injuries I saw, other than one dude who like took a break on the ground for like 5 minutes. Like he got knocked down and he just laid there for a little bit. Which same, but you know, I don't think you're supposed to do that. And then the guy whom my friend is coworkers with, when we went up to tell him maybe congratulations, we didn't know who won. His nose was bleeding, but he hadn't noticed.
This seems like it's a lot more intense. Maybe, yeah, no rules. Why not lay down? Good point, Tumo.
It really, as when I was telling my mom about this, she said, it sounds like they made these up when they were drunk. And it's possible. It's like sometimes when the ball goes out of bounds, we lift up our friends. Just try and catch the ball. Also, you can definitely grab that man by his shirt. You just can't jump and tackle him.
We have
I
limits.
can't go over that that's not allowed, but like, you can grab a guy by his legs. Like, if you got knocked down and you're trying to knock somebody else down, you can grab a man by his ankles.
Well, they have to have some rules. It can't just be complete chaos, but I mean, some chaos is allowed. Okay.
So rugby might be very entertaining. I don't know. We got distracted about halfway through.
Did you ever find out if he won or not? Like, did you ask him?
No, I didn't. I had to leave and I was confused, and he was very tall. But yes, exactly. If I'm going down, you're going down with me, and I will grab you by your ankles.
It seems I thought every other country, because I know rugby did not originate in America. I thought it was like a British game, maybe. But I could be wrong. But I thought all other games were like supposed to be more civilized than football, and everyone thought football was American football was very like uncivilized and violent and stuff, which I agree. I think it's kind of violent and uncivilized. But this seems like it could be potentially more violent.
I think it is potentially more violent. I mean, they weren't like aggressive, but at the same time, you were like, this is just a bit intense.
They're saying it's impossible, but that
He's like 6'6". He was very tall.
well,
She kept telling me he was really tall, and I was like, sure, yeah, okay, he's tall. When you see them out on the field, except for he's made up of very tall men and very short men, with no in between. So it's hard to tell.
They gotta have some people who are low enough to grab the ankles and tackle people. We've made it. We made it. Hallelujah, we made it. Why didn't you stay and talk to him? Was he not cute? Because he definitely
I wanted to go home. I had to stream.
Are
So there you
baseball
go.
players tall? I didn't know baseball players were tall. Maybe they were. We don't know very much about football. Oh, look, it's raining. How lovely.
That says basketball.
Oh, basketball. I read it wrong. Basketball players are tall. That's true. Come on, bird. I guess I don't need to leave the gate open for you.
Numbers.
You can swim in. Wait, no, bird, come on. Inside. Now, it's raining. Don't you want to get out of the rain, man? Seriously? There we go. Okay.
Yes, except he's not, he's very tall, but very beanful. Tall, beanful boy. He seemed very nice. I didn't see him very long, but he seemed nice. If slightly confused.
He also
I
did
didn't
not
notice
know.
he had a bloody nose.
Oh, did he
Is he
also
okay?
not know the rules of the game? Is that why he was confused?
No, that was us. That was us watching, not knowing what was going on. He seemed nice. I met him for probably a total of maybe 30 seconds, and then I had to come home and stream. So, next time I just won't come home and stream, and I'll have a very long, lovely conversation. Is that what y'all want? Huh?
You can lead with, I stream on Twitch. Why don't you come and watch me? I don't know. It's just upsetting because I feel like probably the intention that she had, maybe, I could be wrong, depending on which friend this is, was perhaps to introduce you to someone because tall is one of your biggest requirement. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that wasn't her intention.
You were wrong. I think she was trying to be nice. He apparently, according to her, is very, very sweet.
Okay,
It's slightly confused. But that's okay. We all are sometimes.
very sweet, but slightly confused. I don't know if all of us are sweet. I feel like spruce is the way to go for the foxes because they show up in spruce forests.
Classes later, yes. Daniel needs your attention, Meg.
Yes, I'm sorry. Was I not paying attention? I thought I was doing okay at reading the chat. I'm paying attention now, Daniel. What is it? What is needed?
You made it home. You did make it home, Daniel. Are you drunk or just that tired?
Yeah, I said I made it home. I knew why he was here. Is that what it is, or is there something else? I suddenly remember the story. What story, Kumo? Giggling about what? What is funny? Share. I'm gonna go plant some of these because I think I need them, even though that means I'll have to chop them down eventually. So your schedule is go to class, lunchtime, stream, then class again?
No.
No. We don't have classes after streams. Well, no, okay. She has some classes after streams. I don't think you have any classes that are bookended. Or any streams that are bookended. If I got drunk, I would fall asleep 100%. So he's not drunk, he's just very tired. And that's why it may not make that much sense. Okay.
Perhaps you should go to sleep, Daniel.
That should be enough. Maybe one more. There we go. Back to bed.
When your Rose asked a question, Daniel answered autism, and they said Daniel. Listen. Daniel gets me every time. Never. Okay. Are you planning on dying? Is your goal to die, Daniel?
I don't know if you'll. I think it would take a little bit longer to die, but also there's the point of he's probably not. He doesn't have someone keeping him awake, right? So there may be micro naps that he's taking that he's not aware of. is what I would venture to say could be happening. Because it's not like, you know, a torturer who's there, like, keeping him awake, trying to make him talk. What was that? Why did you hit me?
Oh, I felt like it.
I will die trying to make it for 4 days. Don't do that.
Don't care, micro sleeps all night. Why don't, have you noticed that possibly your body is saying, hey, bedtime?
I just don't know. I love to sleep. If I could sleep for a whole day, I think I would. I don't think I do it every day. But, like, to catch up, I think that'd be really neat to sleep just all day, not have anything to do, have, like, a really nice bed, and sleep in. I think that'd be really nice. And not have to feel guilty that the pets may be starving to death because they're screaming at me. That would be really cool, too. I'd be a big
Speaking
fan.
of that, Edmund's decided that the pillows should cover his head fully. He's got, like, 3 on top of him.
Eh. Need new axe. Yeah, are you using energy drinks or coffee, or are you just doing it out of your own pure spite and desire to make it that far?
About staying up for 4 days because there's something wrong with him. What are you doing?
I was chopping down some trees. Now I'm coming back to get more stuff so I don't have to chop down trees with my bare hands.
I refuse to be productive in the rain.
Just like in real life. I'm just trying to get ready for when I build my fox thing. That's not what I need. I need this. Although part of me feels guilty for not building a bird habitat, but I don't have a good idea for it. One day, no stream.
That was my weekend. That's what I did. We also talked about the people who keep flirting with her at work.
Are they all very old, like the last one was?
They're all a lot older than she is. She's my age, so she's 19. And they are not 19. Any plans for today? School.
Yeah, my plans are get homework done, get prepared for the week. Maybe try and get some of the Twitch stuff I've been putting off doing done. That would be a good goal. I would like to get that done, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. We will see. Not making it easy for me, Tree.
Alright, homework, I'll do it tomorrow. That's not a good mindset, Kumo. Do it now.
Especially if you weren't happy with your exam scores. Which it sounds like you said you weren't. Sounds like you said you were unhappy with them. But that's the plan. I also need to set up, we have, like I said, we're doing kind of a longer stream on Friday evening to celebrate 100 followers, which we really appreciate. But I don't have any of that set up. I don't know what game we're playing. I have an idea, but not 100% positive. And I don't have anyone set up to do Devour with, so I need to get those done. Then figured out. I don't know if this tree is ever gonna fall down. It's like connected to every other tree around here. If you go and stand under a tree, it's not that bad. You can't even feel the rain. You could do that.
But there's no trees where I am.
Well, then just keep reading the comments, I guess. I'll just keep working.
That's what I'm doing. I'm drinking tea. I'm having a good time.
I didn't have anything eventful this weekend, really. I played games. I was frightened by the spider lady in Devour. I'm trying to think if I did literally anything else other than homework. And I don't think I did. I don't think I accomplished anything else. Just homework. Which, I mean, I guess is good. I had to deal with the air conditioning people for forever, so that was nice. I guess I can finish telling you guys my wonderful excursion with them. Which I see there was much conversation about, but I saw.
They want to know if you married the air conditioning man.
I did not. They were all much older than me, and none of them were very attractive. Like, I'm talking, like, they were, like, maybe 50s, 60s older, and it was different people each time, and it took them freaking forever. So you guys know they came out, they were like, we can cut 2 holes in your closet. And I said, I'm uncomfortable with that option. And they were frustrated by that and then decided that they'd give me something more expensive for free because that way they wouldn't be called liars. Probably they also thought I would start crying, which is probably what would happen. So they're like, well, okay, we're gonna get stuff done today, and then we'll come back out and we'll finish it tomorrow. And I was like, but you said you'd finish it today, you liars. Well, I didn't say that, but that's what I wanted to say. There was a lot of me thinking, like, I'd really like to say this, but I shouldn't. That would be rude. I guess I should clear where the fox pen goes. That should be my next step. I hear a zom zom. Anyway.
Zom zom.
Yes, it's zom zom. So they got there at like 9 that morning and stayed till 5:30. So that was already like a long time for me to have to deal with these people, especially when they were saying things like, "Why don't you want us to cut another hole? That'll be fine, or you can get someone to install doors." And I thought, well, we've already been down that track with Rose, and I don't want to deal with it. I just simply cannot handle dealing with the handyman taking a day and a half to install a door. It is not going to happen. I think I have enough. I guess I don't actually need these saplings. So they send their people back the next day, and they show up, and they do their stuff for like 3 hours, which is a pretty long time already. And then they leave, and they're like, everything's fixed. And I'm like, well, thank you, finally, hallelujah, get out of here.
You're planning a road trip, Daniel? You haven't slept in 3 days.
Maybe sleep first, not safe. I think I'm gonna fill this in, maybe?
Wait, continue, sorry, I needed to yell at him.
I guess I'm gonna flatten this and fill it in, but I'm not really sure if is that the way to go? I don't know. There's also another cave here, and they get angry when I try to cover up caves.
Not this week, relax. I refuse to relax, but okay.
She's never relaxed. Okay, I guess I'm gonna cover up this, so I need dirt. Lots of dirt. So I'm like, hallelujah, they're gone. Everything's gonna be better. I don't have to deal with them anymore. The air conditioning's gonna be on. Life is gonna be just great. And then I'm like, well, I guess it should take a little bit for the air conditioning to work. I mean, it was really hot in the house. And after a while, I go over and I'm like, this is taking a bit longer than I feel like it should be taking to get the house cool. And I feel like put my hand in front of the vents. Oh, it's blowing hot air. I'm like, well, that's not correct. That's just simply not what I want. So I look at the thermostat, and I'm like, well, it says it's blowing cool air. I don't know what's happening. Try to figure out, it's like, sure, it's my fault. No, not my fault. I called them, I go, I think maybe something is wrong. It's blowing hot air. And they're like, well, how old is your machine? I'm like, well, you know, a couple hours. Oh, okay, I guess we'll get someone out there. So like 2 hours later, thank goodness I didn't have to wait another day. They get someone out there. Different guy. He's like, well, it looks like they've hooked up your air conditioning wrong. So they've spent, what, 2.5 days doing it wrong, I guess. They hooked up the wrong thing so that it only could blow hot air. And I'm like, how is that even an option? But, yeah. He fixes it, and luckily it's back on now, and that didn't cost me anything. But it really very much frustrated me. Yeah. Hooked up to the wrong side or something. Like, why is that even an option that they have? I don't know. But now air conditioning, and I'm not as happy about it. I thought I would just be like, oh my goodness, life is so much better. It's still just meh. But at least it's cool and meh. I don't know. I was very frustrated. I had understood that it was taking a while and that they had to have people come out, and I was trying to be understanding, but the hooking it up wrong is like freaking just their fault. That's not the
yeah, that one's much. Like we can't send people out, whatever, but we hooked it up wrong and spent 3 hours doing it.
I just don't understand how that you could even do that, but I guess it's an option, and they chose it. But it's hooked up now. I don't know if it's better. They, like you said, more expensive thing. I don't know if it's actually better or worse or whatever it is. The more you tell me about your nanny, the more frustrated I get. I can see why you'd be frustrated. I was frustrated. At least
these guys are allowed to operate a car, but Yarny, I'm allowed to operate a car.
I don't know how they're allowed to. The other stuff, it's like, okay, maybe they couldn't help it that the people can't come out, and maybe it did take literally all day to do this. I don't know. There seemed like to be a lot of standing around, in my opinion. But the hooking it up wrong means that you're just bad at your job. And it is just your fault. It's not me or my old system that doesn't want to cooperate and has decided to get mold. The handyman, that's nice. We don't have good handyman here. There's also in the US, I don't think it's not just where we're at. There's like a handyman shortage basically because of like the pandemic. Everyone was like, I'll renovate my home. And then because of that, there's no handyman. They're all busy. Busy bees. There's tons of pandas, a little too many pandas, to be honest.
You did show me your work. I'm assuming you're referring to me. I really don't know anymore.
Yes, you would be. That would be you. I think you showed her. I did not see it. Okay. This is not.
Maybe they like hate their job. No, I think they take pride in their work, and that's what makes it worse.
That they desire to be known as good at this.
Yes.
Maybe I should just do it here. Is this big enough? I know I'm trying to decide, and this is probably boring. But I don't know a faster way to fill in dirt. Because it doesn't fall like sand. I guess I could do sand.
Yes, they take pride in their upside down aircon.
Exactly. I guess it's because they had to change out, like it was some kind of furnace thing and now it's some kind of electric thing. I didn't really understand it. They probably also didn't give me all the details because again, they probably saw that I was on the verge of tears after they told me, you know, we actually got a hole in the other side of the closet. I said no and they said, well, we think we figured it out, and then they came and told me that the government simply would not allow that. And at that point I was just exhausted and didn't know exactly what to do.
The government says no.
Yeah, we spoke with them and they declined your offer to put this in there.
Well,
But I don't know if that's what it was. If it's because there was like a new thing or if there was another reason. Such as they hate me. Which is what by the end of it I was starting to believe could be the reason. They saw that they saw me and they thought this lady doesn't deserve air conditioning, make her suffer. They can
look up manuals online if they don't know how to. So can I, but that doesn't mean I'll do it right.
I don't know, you would think that it wouldn't be that hard, because apparently if you can hook it up backwards, you would think it'd be pretty easy to hook it up the correct way the first time. I'm worried I'm not gonna have enough dirt to fill in this hole. Maybe this is good enough, I don't know. How big does their pen even need to be?
May tactics.
You mean the filling in the hole or something else, Tumo? I don't know if this is the right way to do it. I don't actually know the right way to do this thing. I'm thinking, though, maybe this isn't the right way. I could also just go with the natural, you know, landscape look and see how that goes.
Here are the screens.
Let's try that, and then we'll build a fence. A lovely fence.
We had very different weekends, is what we're learning.
Wait, what?
We had very different weekends, is what we're learning. What did ThinkCat do to you?
Yeah, what did he do? What did he do to you this time? I don't think he wanted to give you the flower roll. I think he was upset. Apparently, I didn't know this, but Dew's chat has something to do with the ThinkCat cold. I don't really understand it.
Could you guys explain that, please? Sometimes my messages are blocked and sometimes not. I can technically let your messages through. Do I want to?
Is it an appropriate message? I guess I don't have as much wood as I thought I did. I need more, I guess. Unless we have any more spruce trees out here. Let's take this in case.
That one's fine. That's just him complaining about the handyman.
I
appreciate.
What reason there is for...
I also appreciate that one.
For blocking some of them and not. And if you guys have suggestions about stuff like that, we don't really know what we're doing. And honestly, let's be real. ThinkCat doesn't either. He claims that he does, but he definitely doesn't. Are the spruce ones the ones that make the trees? No, it's if you plant them as 4 that they turn the ground the correct thing, right? I guess we'll be doing that. Back and forth and back and forth I go. I know this is probably annoying, guys. I'm sorry. I just don't, like I said, don't exactly know what I'm doing. We live in a society. I think that maybe out of context, either that or he really is very tired and it just doesn't make any sense. She's counting quietly, the chanting in the background. What number was that? 32? 75? Let's just all shout out numbers. A 2 by 2 big tree. Okay. Oh, it's a meme. I wouldn't understand though. Maybe she would. What did they call me? I think you guys said.
Ah!
What was that? Like a boomer friend or whatever. I don't know if that embodies me.
It does.
But perhaps it does. Ah, big tree. Large tree. But
Yeah, 14.
it did the ground what I wanted, so that's good. I guess we'll do more of that.
Don't distract Rose. Rose noises.
She does make funny noises.
You can't hear the majority of my funny noises. Aha. No one will ever know what noises I make.
We can all guess. Eventually we'll get better mics, I guess. Oh, I saw that some of you wished for, and then also some of you wished not for, an ASMR stream. Is that something you guys actually want, or is that a joke? Because I can look into it. I don't know if we can do it with our mic. No more bone meal. We will have to let you grow overnight. I don't.
We can't predict what you're doing if you don't know what you're doing yourself.
That's true. Although it doesn't seem to help me. I get lost all the time and have no clue where I'm going, and they still seem to shoot me. It was a joke. Okay, good. Because I don't know how to do that.
Rose POV win. I don't know if watching me play is very entertaining, to be honest.
Is that something you want? Do you prefer to watch her, or you want us to switch back and forth? I don't exactly know how to switch back and forth. We could look into the switching back and forth, at least on Minecraft. There's some things, like, it just is not going to work for. Like, Pokemon Unite will not work, because she doesn't have the cord I have to stream it. Or the place to stream it. But we could do that for some things if you guys desire it. You just would have to tell us.
That's what you feel in your bones.
Yeah, it's what you feel in your bones, exactly. It just is easier for me to do it because I have all this stuff. Like, she doesn't even have Streamlabs downloaded on her computer.
Put it on. Ezra!
That was
Stop.
very loud. You only get loud when you're yelling at them, and it hurts me ears. Okay.
Sounds like a you problem.
Basically, you can switch how? I was saying that May talks more in stream and Rose is more on Discord. So the balance is out. We make an ASMR stream for Rose. Okay, just a joke. That makes sense. I do talk more on here. I don't know if it's that she's shy or busy or doesn't care or I just don't shut up. I don't type as much because I type much slower. And by the time I've thought out what I want to say or have typed it out, spell checked it, fixed the spelling again, and then made sure it actually says what I want to say, you guys have all moved on. I just am very, very slow at typing because of the spelling. I spell very badly. And she is very fast at typing. Now, that didn't do anything when I wanted.
I memorized the keyboard once and I never had to do it again.
Why don't you talk as much though? That would be the question.
I don't have as much to say.
As I do, I just have all the things to say.
They enjoy when you talk in Discord with them.
Rose or me? How do you know they're talking to me? They probably are talking to you.
I just always assume. I don't even memorize the keyboard. It helps. I had to do it for school and then I never clicked in. Did I do this, Domination?
I try to talk in Discord if I'm the one you're saying you enjoy when I talk in Discord. I do. I don't always do a great job. I read a lot of the messages, even if I don't respond to them. But I try to talk. I'm very slow at it. And you guys are very quick. And sometimes, a lot of the Discord stuff, it's like, I don't really have a response to that. I have a facial expression to it. But I don't have the proper emoji.
I'm having to cut down the thing where they made us jump off of it because I need to put a building here.
Oh, you just really enjoyed that? I still have to look at the keyboard, so do I. I am bad at typing. You can speak a lot of what you do nowadays, and I do that some, because I am much better at dictating than I am at typing. So I can tell my computer to type. You don't have to tell her, she knows. Okay, it was for me. Good. Thank you. She is active a lot. I was surprised that you were up at like 1 the other day. But I guess
couldn't sleep. It was frustrating and
You could have
upsetting.
come over. We could have partied. We could have had a ball.
I wanted to be in bed. I wasn't. It was upsetting to me.
I don't know if you noticed, Tumo, but I did the thing you told me how to do. I think I did it actually very well this time, too. I don't think I made any mistakes. The little stair step up the tree situation. As long as I don't fall off now.
Rose tells us to go to bed, but she doesn't sleep. That is pretty much the latest I've stayed up in a really long time. I go to bed early. I like to be in bed. Get lit with May? No.
We could have done homework or something. I don't remember what reason I was up.
You're always up at 1.
1 is pretty typical. I don't feel like I've failed myself at 1. Later, I start feeling like, we could have done better, May. We made mistakes throughout the day. Our choices were not the best. We could have been done and been better.
May learning what she was taught. You're not turning into Tumo, and it's not a bad thing if you are. We're all big fans of Tumo.
It was interesting. I think, I guess maybe the reason you request, and I can see if you can play Mamoneer, is that you have guys have been talking with him, it looks like. I've seen, maybe, through some Discord messages. I need a German good night.
I didn't know, but yes, it's me and May. You're the Tumo fan base.
But I thought it was interesting that I saw, I think he asked, like, how you guys found us or something, and I wanted to respond, like, where do you think they found us? Like, it seems pretty obvious. But, a lot of you guys said that Tumo brought you over, or at least several of you did, and I was like, well, that's interesting. We didn't know that Tumo was recruiting people on the streets. I must remember to thank him.
Be dealt in drugs. I remember that one.
Yes, I saw that, and I was like, I don't know if he'll get that it's a joke, but I hope he does. Sometimes we say things and he's like, really? And it seems fairly obvious that it's not true. I really feel guilty that I'm working on the fox's habitat and all the birds are sitting here staring at me.
You recruited us. And Kyle. We really appreciate Tumo. He's been watching for a long time. And we appreciate him a lot.
And he makes all the clips and everything. And apparently is recruiting people on the street, standing out on the street corner screaming. Go watch these weird people online. I don't know why I talk so much in stream though. I think part of it's because it doesn't bother me. You said that public speaking, you don't feel like you're as good at that, Rose?
8, 9.
Well, she counts. Hold on. We shall see if we can make this tree grow. Seriously? Is it too close to things? Is that why it can't grow?
What?
I said, why?
I tend to watch Pokemon Unite. You're very excited about me making noises, and you don't even know the noises I've been making this whole time that you haven't heard. I make mini squeaky noise. Oh no, my door's...
My question was, why do you feel like you don't talk as much on stream? Do you think it's part of it is because you don't like public speaking as much? And I didn't know you didn't like...
No, this isn't public speaking.
It's sort of public speaking.
Doesn't really feel like public speaking.
This is public and we're speaking.
Doesn't really feel like public speaking. I don't know, I just don't have that much to say.
Why do you feel you don't like public speaking? Because I don't know if I really like it. It doesn't make me afeared. How do you guys feel about public speaking? It's one of the, I think it is the #1 fear in, like, of phobias. I guess I'll keep doing oak saplings because I just need more to make it grow. Am I in public now? Daniel, poor, confused. Kind of not all here today, Daniel. Maybe pants should be worn if you're close to the public. You like chatting better than what, Tumo?
I was speaking fast and I like chatting better.
You just asked him what he was watching, he didn't recruit you. That's a little bit more normal. But I like to picture him standing out on a street corner screaming and people looking at him like, what the heck is going on? Chatting.
Child, okay?
Yeah, and you guys were brave enough to go over and ask him, "What are you screaming about, man? What's going on?"
Like flyers, yeah, handing out flyers.
Exactly. We've had some. You said you had a run-in on campus with some men passing out stuff. Our campus attracts some.
Oh, yeah, I was accosted by a preacher.
Some interesting people. I haven't seen them this year. Granted, I have not been on campus a lot, and then pandemic and all that. But there was.
Watch this. Exactly. That's what you guys should be doing. Why aren't you handing out flyers on the streets?
But there was a group of men on campus last year, I believe, and we shall discuss this, and hopefully it does not make everyone uncomfortable.
Uncomfy and empty.
As you try to figure out how, what was it that you tried to figure out the other time how to say appropriately? I don't remember what it is. Wasting your time in Arknights. Oh, I don't even need the bone meal. It's just grown up overnight. I do need another axe though, and probably to eat. I will go back. Anyway, so there's this group. It attracts people. College campuses in general attract like demonstrators and people passing out flyers and stuff because there's like a big group of impressionable young people to yell at and shout things to. So I was on campus and I was walking to like the main building we have where all like the food and everything is, probably to get a coffee. And there were these men standing there, including one of them who is dressed up like a cowboy all in white. So if you can picture a cowboy hat and like kind of cowboy-ish pants, but like also maybe a suit and a white jacket, like a white suit jacket. Aw, hippies. I don't know if he was a hippie, but whatever it was, he was very determined. And the one thing that wasn't white on him was like his pants area, if you know what I mean, which was bright red. Like maybe he should be taken to the hospital. And they were protesting circumcision, which is, in my opinion, something I don't think most college students are sitting around thinking about, but maybe I'm wrong. And that was his way of demonstrating that, like, this is a crime and you shouldn't do it and it's horrible. And not, like, if you know anything about it, female circumcision in a bunch of countries is, like, it's kind of an awful practice and illegal in the US. But just regular circumcision, like for men. And it's like, of all the things you could be protesting, you got all dressed up, you made this outfit, you clearly put this together yourself and then splashed red paint on you. This is what you've decided to go with.
Imagine the KFC guy with blood on his pants.
Exactly, that's true, like the KFC guy. If you guys know that. I don't know if that's, I guess they have that in other countries. I will go to bed. I am coming before you start yelling.
I've been accosted by frat boys and preachers.
The frat boys don't usually yell at me. It's not a crime, Hoops. They just want it to be a crime. They think it is bad. I don't know. I don't really have an opinion. But if you think about it, probably, young 19 to 20-somethings probably aren't sitting around thinking about, when I have a child, if I have a child in the future, how should I handle this subject? It just seemed like a weird, if they were protesting outside of a hospital or, a parenting class or something. But there. No.
Are you eating raw food?
Not that, Daniel.
Are you eating raw food?
No, I was eating mutton, and it wasn't raw, and what do you mean live stream? Is that what you said?
What?
Did you say, are you eating raw food live on stream? Because that's what I heard.
No.
No, he chose a campus with the most people. I don't know if that's what he chose or not.
I would say probably not.
I just thought it was interesting. There was also a woman at one point walking around yelling at girls who wore short shorts. Like, there's a lot of girls on campus who wear these, like, Nike, I'm sure there are other brands, but that's the brand I recognize. Like, very short basketball exercise type shorts. And then they wear these long t-shirts over them. And it looks like they've got on no pants.
Is it illegal in America? No.
No, it is not. I don't know if it's widely practiced anymore or if it's just, I think it's kind of, 50-50 would be my guess. I don't know. Female circumcision is, male is not. I don't think it's illegal in most countries. I think it's pretty common. I know it's, you know, important to some religions, and I know it was widely practiced for a while, but I think it's, I guess, falling out of favor. But I guess he thinks it's just awful that this would even be considered.
In a protest over hand holding, you do that. You go to your local college campus and you protest.
You could do that. I think as long as you stay like a certain distance away from people and on certain areas, it's, at least in the US, it's legal because there's public spaces and stuff like that. Anyway, this woman, I did not see her, but I saw videos of her because I knew to avoid where people are screaming. Was protesting, I guess, the wearing of the short shorts and how the girls were being just horribly inappropriate by wearing these short shorts and the t-shirts that made it look like they have no pants. I don't really personally get it, why you'd want to do that, because like I said, it looks like you have no pants on. And if you've got like a great figure that you want to show off, I just feel like there's better options than like a sleep shirt and these Nike bike shorts.
They're very comfortable.
You don't wear them out in public though.
No, I don't.
I just think it's, I don't know. It's an interesting choice. And I feel like these girls who probably have enough self-confidence, you know, they're wearing this, could make choices that made them look better. But it's whatever they want. Who cares? Anyway, she was standing on some street corner screaming at girls, like, names and inappropriate words about them wearing these shorts. And I think she may have been dragged off campus, but I can't remember. There's been lots of protests. I've had people, the vegans or vegetarians also sometimes come to campus to tell us things about, like, why do you eat pigs when they're so cute, that kind of stuff. Which is always upsetting. Do you wear short shorts, May? Only in the house, but not out in public. And not the Nike ones. I don't really like the Nike ones. So, like, if you know, like, the basketball short, kind of gym short texture, I don't like that as much. I have, like, a pair of pretty short pajama shorts that I like, and some stuff like that. But I like softer things. I don't wear a lot of shorts, though, in general. I don't love pants as much as I like skirts. I think skirts are much cuter and flatter my body better. Rose wears a lot of jeans, though. Jeans are her
They're
thing.
comfortable.
But she can put all, my sister wears those at home. Yeah. She complains all the time about getting jeans to fit her for her tall bod.
And I'll continue to until I find the right pair of jeans.
I don't like any of my jeans. They never fit the right way I want, but I don't complain about them constantly. Didn't you have someone come up to you in public and ask you where you got them?
Yes. It was an old man.
No, not that one. That was the man. What did he came up? It was some gas station that we were in, and he came up and asked.
He asked if my pants were stretchy.
But I think it was more like, are those their things stretchy?
No, you weren't there. Remember, I was alone.
That's how you told it when you got back in the car after you were angry that you had to go in by yourself.
Because that happened. For some reason, people feel like they can approach me in stores, and I don't appreciate it.
Not one bit.
I don't want to be approached.
No, that's not why, Daniel. I don't know if you want to address that one, Rose, but that's not why.
Well,
Daniel,
I'm trying to figure out how to block off the lake.
Daniel's latest comment about why you can't find jeans.
To address Daniel as much as possible.
Try to just interact as little as possible.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna try and figure out how I want to build this. Okay, I think I have an idea. Oh, I guess I need some of those. Is this? It doesn't tell me. I think it's spruce, but I could be wrong. Can't get the no, that's not why, Daniel. What, 5 years ago, Hoops, I may have lost your conversation. I don't know what we're talking about exactly. Anyway, jeans are.
I don't know what the goal is most of the time. I get confused.
You what?
They don't know what our goal is. They don't know what we're doing.
That's what. Oh, they don't know what our goal is right now. My goal. I'm trying to build. Oh, I know. I'm not. Don't have that. Hold on. I'm trying to build a fox pen. I'm trying to decide how to do that best. and I don't have a. I should have, but I don't have a thing to go off of. Ah, it's not working how I wish. Help me think. Who addicted on? I don't know that word. What word is that? Rose, do you know what that means? Is that it? I'm
Looks like a name.
assuming it's not a game.
Looks like a name of some sort. I don't know. Name of something. I didn't tell you what it was the name of.
Is it a game? What is it? Is it another gotcha game? Is that what the issue is again? He's addicted to someone? I mean, like in like a romantic way? Like you've got a girlfriend kind of thing? She's a streamer. Oh. What does she stream? I don't know any. We don't know most people. We probably should. What was the scream? Are you okay?
Don't worry, I'm fine. Nothing happened.
Oh, the music game. A music game streamer. Okay.
I sent a meme in Discord. I will look at the meme. Why does my jaw
I need a
hurt?
door. I don't know. Why does your jaw hurt, Rose? What an interesting question. Ah. Okay, we need a little bit more of this.
Is that her? Is that not her?
I don't know. She mostly streams Valorant.
We have never
Valorant.
seen Valorant.
Me.
I have not seen it.
I watched one thing of it and I went, this is confusing, and then didn't watch anymore.
What kind of game is it? Is it a fighting game or a building game, or like what do you do? Do you know?
You fight people.
You fight people. Okay.
You shoot them with guns.
Well, violent then. What is Roadblocks? That's the one Tumo wants us to play. What is that? Ah, lots of things here for me.
I don't know. I know one of my friend's brothers plays it, and sometimes at 3 a.m. you can hear him screaming.
Well, that sounds just delightful. Okay.
He concerns me on a variety of levels.
Let's see what we can do here.
Whenever I FaceTime her, sometimes in the background you can just hear his shrieks.
Just hear the shrieks. Minecraft for people who can't afford Minecraft. Is it a pay game or is it free? I'm assuming it's free, but I could be wrong. This is going to be where we start. This is where I want the door. Okay, that's our starting point here.
I'm using all of our dirt.
Well, that's not exactly what I would like to hear.
Why?
Because I eventually will probably need some.
Get your own.
How kind of you. Okay. This, and then this.
I should see the meme you sent in general. Give me 2 seconds.
Hopefully that looks okay. I don't
I
know.
watched the Basic launcher. You can play tons of games made by users, they say.
Okay, so there's like mini games. That's the
I
vibe.
saw that meme. I don't understand the meme. I'm assuming it means that your girlfriend's imaginary. I'm sorry?
That's your response? You're sorry?
Oh, then they had an ambulance come to their school. I had ambulances come to my school often.
When are we gonna tell that? When are we gonna do
Whenever you want me to. And whenever they realize that I will get aggressive and fight people about it.
I'm ready to tell that story whenever you are ready to tell that story.
And do you have the just chatting thing ready? Huh?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes, yes! The only thing I need is ThinCat to do one thing, which he swears he will do. And if he doesn't get it done, it like isn't that big of a deal. Oh, bedtime. I need to lay out where I want the polls. Yeah, story time, no. She keeps teasing it, but she will not tell it today. We could do it this Saturday.
You tell it today?
What?
You want me to tell it now?
No. No, we wait. I wish to make content out of it. Make whole stream. Is desire.
Yeah, you need to tell us. I've told you pieces of it. Slowly but surely you'll hear pieces of it. It's just my high school experience.
Yes, but it's very dramatic. At least I think it's very dramatic.
How's the pictures? I told you, I don't know what to tell you about this, Kyle. Are you okay?
So the issue is that he has an imaginary girlfriend. That's the issue?
I think so.
Maybe try to get a
I
real
will.
girlfriend in school.
Daniel, show up for a just chatting stream and you'll hear it. Everyone will hear it. And it won't be as exciting as you guys think it's going to be.
if you make it dramatic, if you tell it with good inflection and stuff, I think it can be very, very dramatic.
Basically, today anime character doesn't exist IRL. I know. I'm sorry, friends.
That's what you have to say?
Mm-hmm. What else am I gonna tell them?
I don't know.
Try to find someone who looks exactly like them in real life?
I don't think that's a good ambition to go with. I think that's
You almost forgot. What did you forget, Daniel? Oh no.
A bad precedent.
Yes. Did you?
That would be a no. The hesitating sounds are a no, and she's sorry and ashamed about it.
I watched one episode.
And feels. How many do you have left? Don't you have like 3 left? Yes, you have 3 left. You have 4 left? Is that what you're trying to squeak at us? No, 5. Okay. 5 left.
I know how it ends. If that counts.
Oh, I did this wrong. Darns it. It doesn't count, I don't think. If you only have 5 left, then you should just finish them. Commit to watching 1 each day this week, and then you can be done and they can be happy.
We'll watch them. I have free time after during class today once I read an abstract about disabled children. So maybe I do that.
You disappoint him. But for the just chatting thing, would you
Listen,
guys...
I got distracted. I was reading about Harry Potter and racism. It was a time, okay?
I'm sorry, wait, hold on. A rule, no girlfriends till death? That doesn't make sense. This didn't make
You
sense.
missed the entire first half of that sentence.
I saw that part, but I don't believe it's true. But no girlfriends till death doesn't make sense anyway, because once you're dead, you can't have a girlfriend. So that just means no girlfriends. That's the
No
part.
girlfriend ever.
That's what I was saying. Didn't make sense. I don't think you should sell yourself short like that. But I mean, you don't have to listen to me. Anyway,
You have to listen to me. Stop selling yourself short.
the just chatting thing. I think we should do it Saturday. I think that would be.
You guys
fun.
miss out on a lot of things. Us or them?
Probably us. Or maybe you mean them. I don't know anymore. Does this look okay? I feel like this is kind of a weird fox habitat. Well, this is what we got going on so far. How far? Foxes we only need... Are there white foxes? I think there's Arctic foxes, right? I think there is. I think that's a thing.
Yeah.
So we need a total of like 4 foxes. So it doesn't need to be a very big pen. So this could be... Okay. I have an idea of the size now. Of what I want
Yes,
to do.
very rare white fox, they say.
Okay. So yeah, we don't need
Yeah,
very
you
many.
had a crush before IRL. That doesn't mean you won't.
Yeah, I mean, you're not... I don't know how old you are. And you don't need to tell us, because that's personal. But you probably aren't super old. So I would imagine there's still time left. Just because you haven't had a crush this far doesn't mean you will not. And if you don't ever let yourself think about that, then you will miss out on lots of things. Maybe that's what Daniel's trying to say. Snowy biomes where the Arctic foxes are. Okay. I will have to look for them, I guess, at some point. But it sounds like they're probably gonna be hard to find because I was having trouble finding foxes before anyway, for all of them. So maybe hard to find the white ones too. We need more.
You're 18. You can still have a crush. You haven't have you gone to college? There's so many more people at college.
Even if you haven't gone to college, you're gonna get a job or do something, and there'll be lots of people to meet. All kinds of people that you haven't met thus far. All kinds of interesting and annoying and fun and frustrating people. There's so much to live.
They say not really rare, just no biome and boom, right fox.
Just know what?
They say they aren't really rare.
Oh, just snow biome and boom, white moss. I thought you said no biome. I was like, I don't understand. I thought it was in the snow biome. But this makes sense now. Let's do the just chatting this Saturday. I think that will be good time for it. Assuming
You think my age is based on my voice in Unite? I think everyone's 14 until proven otherwise. So...
Interesting advice, Daniel.
Strange advice, Daniel.
Anyway, moving swiftly past that. Let's do just chatting Saturday. I think that'll be fun. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Would you guys prefer it as an evening or morning stream? Which would be better?
Let's no. The fact that I think everyone is 14. Oh no, they're talking to Daniel.
Noted,
I think everyone's 14 until proven otherwise. And so far, it's going okay.
I don't know. I feel like I was thinking that because you kept saying it over and over repeatedly, and it seems to not be true thus far.
I never said it was true most of the time. I just said they're 14 until proven otherwise.
Does anyone else have a preference on morning or night? If we go ahead and answer that one, Rose. Do you think Daniel's 14?
Am I 14? I'll just keep quiet. You can tell me how old you are if you'd like to prove me otherwise, but everyone's 14 until proven otherwise.
No,
You've proven, Daniel, that you have a job. If you're 14 and have a full-time job, concerning.
Why are you gonna keep quiet? Did we miss a comment or something? What's the keeping quiet for? I'm confused.
That might be the exception. No, everyone's 14 to me. Until they're but he's proven he's not 14 unless he's 14 has a job, and then I'm concerned about the labor laws in Germany.
But why are you gonna keep quiet? Did we say something wrong? Did we do something to offend you? Don't keep quiet. We like you guys all.
You told your age a lot of times before. I don't think you've ever told me your age. I think you're 20 something. 14-year-old. See, everyone's 14. I don't know your grade, Tumo, but I know you're 16 because you've told us.
But you should be, a side note, although you're supposed to be doing this because you're supposed to be the mom friend, it is important to keep personal information, personal. So keep that in mind. You shouldn't always share your personal information. 2, 3, 4, how many on this side? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I did.
6,
Yeah, you did.
8, 9.
I don't remember when, but I remember noticing it. Which would mean Kyle is probably 16 as well. Pretty sure I only told the grade. Maybe I don't know. Are you 16? Am I right? Am I wrong?
Don't ask these questions, Rose. Personal information.
I know. They don't have to share it with me. That's up to them. I don't pressure people. Ever.
Not once, not ever.
Not once, not ever.
Okay, this one needs to be one of the ones with higher up.
Does Adrian like and order stuff on his name? No, Daniel.
I'm just saying it's important to be cautious about these things and be, attentive about what you're sharing with who you're sharing it with, that kind of stuff. It's important lesson.
You don't know if I'm right? Okay. That's slightly more concerning than it should be.
Anyway, if we don't play it, if we do it Saturday morning, is that what you'd prefer, Rose, or would you prefer it to be a nighttime conversation? Do you feel like conversations like this are better at night or during the daytime?
I really don't care. What can they do with my age? Yes, I am 19. We have our age on here.
Yeah, we do have our ages listed. That's not a big secret. I don't think I've made this even, and that is upsetting me. Maybe I just get rid of that one. Just go 2 more.
I'll be more safe if I said 18, but don't lie about your age either. That's another problem.
Anyway, now I'm worried that we're just all confused and we're talking to people we didn't think we were talking to. I assumed when we started Twitch that everyone would be between the ages of like 18 to 30. But it seems
I
like,
assume 14 to 25.
what?
I assume 14 to 25.
I didn't assume the 14. I guess I was shooting.
I have a birth certificate. I don't need to see it, friend.
Okay.
Do any of you guys know May's age?
Nope, they love you more. I've been saying it. And I stand by it. You are the favorite. I am just here. I'm the one whose screen they see, but they care about you the most.
Chumo knows.
But yes, I think they know more about you. You talk more, but I really do think that because you talk more, you are the favorite. I have decided. You're in my way. I have decided that that is true.
She is legal. She can drink. She doesn't.
I don't
But
think
she could.
that's not what he means, Rose.
I know.
Thank you, Tumo. There should be an exclamation point after it, though. Anyway, like I said, let's just moving swiftly past that.
You can drink, but you won't. We have control issues, and that is why we will probably not drink. I can't currently. Daniel says he's been drinking.
I don't think he says that now. Now that he's been called out. Okay, we're gonna call that good. I think that looks pretty even. I think maybe. Only like root beer. That is sweet, Kumo. Okay, that's not good. It looks like I can just hop my way over the fence. I don't want to be able to do that. Then my foxes will escape. Good enough for foxes to escape. It is. They're going to escape. Although I guess, okay, on this side, technically, they won't be able to. They're not going to be on this
I've
side.
had problems with making pins that people escape from.
I mean, what do you think now?
I'm not there.
I know, but them. I think it looks kind of escape-proof now. Like, all of them are... Well, no, maybe... Okay, hold on. This one they could get over.
Drink water every day. I'm proud of you. Good for you.
I feel like the rest of it, on at least on this side, nothing can get in. But I could be wrong. Have a soda
What?
problem. Rose has a soda problem, but I think she's learning to cut down because of her condition. What? What did you say? Which one are you laughing at?
Myself. I also like beer is also H2O, which is just a lie. But are you okay?
Which part are you finding so funny? She's lost it. Whatever you guys are saying, you just lost it. She can't handle it.
No, Edmund was trying to turn over onto his back to sleep like a dead cow.
But what?
That's what fell off the bed.
Oh, he fell off the bed? Oh, me. Oh, my. Poor Edmondo. Ah, not the right way. Yes, she lost it.
I haven't lost it.
Yet. Ah, also not the right direction.
I'm very mentally sound.
That's not true.
That's what mentally sound people say. Sure.
Of the two of us, maybe yes.
Poodles
Edmond,
are so smart. When he's sleepy, he is not a smart boy.
I don't think Edmund personally is as smart as Sherlock, but that may just be because I'm prejudiced.
But he turns over onto his back to sleep a lot because he's weird. And he just needed his God.
He does sleep like a dead cow.
It's okay, we still love you. You're still precious. Precious boy.
I don't know. Like, poodles are very smart, but they also have to do smart things, and sometimes they don't do smart things. Like, they can pick up stuff very quickly, but they also do dumb things. We will. We are also. I am planning. I want to gather some pictures though, so it can be easy to understand and follow, and do like a talking about our pet stream. I think that'd be fun.
Would you like to say hello to the stream, Ezra?
Ezra never has anything to say other than how.
Sniff at the mic.
Wrong direction. They want to know if that's how you spell Edmund, if it's correct, or Edmondo.
His name's just Edmund, but we sometimes call him Edmondo. But Edmund, like from Narnia.
That doesn't help
You
with the
guys
spelling.
say to stream, little boys?
Help them with the spelling if they want to help with the spelling. I don't know how to spell it.
That's correct, Daniel.
She gets
Like
mad
from
at me
Narnia.
for spelling it
With the E,
incorrectly.
not the O. Hello. He's here now. Would you like to say something to stream, Edmund?
Does he desire to say something to stream?
Would you like to say something? I promise it's not for the clip. Would you like to say something to stream?
He does not wish to speak. Although you could ask him to speak. Sometimes he does it and sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes he says
Right now
no.
he's really tired, so his brain's not working. It's because you woke up at 6 a.m. to scream at the garbage man.
But he was taking our trash.
Ah, he licks the laptop. Thank you, it's clean now.
Make him playful. He doesn't.
Say
He
you
likes
want to walk.
walks, but
He
that won't-
enjoys walk, but he doesn't understand the word walk. He only understands leashes.
Same. Sherlock is very, very excited when I get the leash. That is big deal for him. And it's a good way to trick him to do things when I need him to do things that he refuses to do. Do you know the
Thinks
garbage man?
man is stealing from us.
Yeah, he doesn't know the garbage man, nor does she. But he thinks that he's taking things. He also, like, if I go in her room and grab something when I'm over there, like I need to get something out of her room, he looks at me like, I think you take things from my mother and you need to give them back. He's also very possessive about his collar.
You just had to say the word out and he would jump up. He's very possessive of his collar. I might be able to make him bark if I take off his collar. But I don't know if I should do that.
He's very loud, and once he starts barking, all the others will probably start barking.
Would you guys like to hear him bark?
Barking
You want
so,
to bark? Or you want
barking
to be a
so
patient boy?
loud.
Because I can get treats and make you bark.
I'm gonna call that good enough.
Do it? Okay. Come on. Let's go get tweets.
While she's doing that, I will continue to build the fox pen. I don't know if this looks good or if it's working good. Volume warning? Yeah, that's true. He does whine more than Sherlock does. Sherlock he barks and he kind of looks at you. He's not nearly as talkative as his brother. But Edmund is very loud, so good point, Tumo. It will be loud for a moment, if you can actually get him to speak to us. He used to know, I thought he knew, but he doesn't always participate in the command speak.
Even if we are excited, we do not jump on the counter. What the heck? Friend.
Is he on top of the counter?
He
What
jumped on the counter.
On the counter, like got up on the countertop?
Yes, full bod on counter. Sit. Come on, get down.
Well, that's upsetting. Variety.
Okay.
For variety
I know
reasons.
you're excited. You're also about to pull my laptop off the thing. Eat. No.
Keep praising Sherlock more. What do you mean?
What?
I said Sherlock's much quieter. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. When I want him to speak, he doesn't. He looks at me like, I have to warm up my voice, mother. And then he goes, woof, woof, until he can get his bark out. He is so much better than him. I don't know if he's that much better. I like him better, but I'm supposed to like him better. He's my dog.
I know it's a treat. It's a treat, isn't it?
He
The
also,
boy.
I think he's cuter, but that's me. Aren't you supposed
Why
to
are you
think your dog is
struggling so
better?
much? You like to scream so much.
He,
But you're on display.
he will not scream today. He refused. Not in front of all these people, mother, he says. She will bark at him until he
Sit back down. I know you're excited.
He doesn't know what is going on, but he's excited about it. He knows that.
Good boy.
I don't recommend checking the memes. Okay.
would sit. Speak.
What are you trying to get to happen, Daniel, though, with egging me on? What's your goal?
Speak. Edmund.
He refused.
Speak. Speak. Don't whine at me. Speak.
I don't think he's going to today, Rose.
He's yelling at me. Good boy.
Oh, there he goes. You can kind of hear him.
That is all one week. I've made mistakes.
I didn't say you did anything yet, Daniel. I just meant what's your intention when trying to egg me on? What is your plan?
Sit.
This one needs to be.
No, you were doing so good. Sit. Speak. Speak. Good boy.
We can't really hear him. I don't know if he's not close enough or what it is.
Very close to the thing. Speak. Speak. Don't sneeze at me.
Don't sneeze at me. Nothing, just talking. Okay. I don't even know where Sherlock is. I think he may still
Good boy.
He may have not gotten up this morning and decided to stay in bed.
Okay. Treats for the two little boys who've done nothing.
This
You
one
did
would
good. You did good. You don't need more treats.
be... Okay. We need more panels, but it's nighttime, so that's okay. Yeah, I don't know where Sherlock is. I'm thinking he didn't get out of bed. I think he saw me get out of bed and was like, I'm not into that this morning. Either that or he's laying somewhere else, but he's not here. Edmund will guard her. That is the one thing Edmund is very good at. She screams during Devour. He wants to come and see what is wrong, what is the matter, how can I assist. And Sherlock just doesn't do anything. He's very zen, is what they've decided to call him. Very chill about everything. Where's Simon at? I think he may also be in bed. If you guys wish, I will go look real quick and see where they are, and I will report back.
I return.
You talk for a second, I will see where they are at. Chitter
Hello,
chatter
friend.
with them, Rose.
I'm gonna come in. I don't recommend checking the main images because in general, just close your eyes. Why would I close my eyes when I'm looking at...
How dare you? When I'm looking at something.
I'm good, Sumo. How are you?
How do you guys feel about Edmund? Could you even hear him? I don't know if you could. You can now hear them screaming in the background, possibly. Where's Elliot at, Road? I heard Edmund and Ezra. Elliot doesn't scream quite as much. We do like to build. But pay attention, Crystal. Elliot, come here. Elliot. They wish to hear you make noise. Will you scream for them?
I'm dropping by to say hi. Well, we appreciate that, Crystal. Yes, we like to build. Sherlock was on the couch taking a nap, but now he's looking at me.
Yeah, with brother.
Like, why are you wandering around? And Simon has decided to do the thing that I hate the most, which is climb under the bed. That sounded like a creeper.
It did, just because it was.
Simon has this, he's a dorky. He's always loud. They're not quite as loud. They do bark a lot at, things they shouldn't. And sometimes all three of them just sit there and howl at each other. Edmund and them. For no reason.
Can you hear them right now?
I can't hear them. I don't know if they can. I can hear creepers exploding. Should I be concerned that there's so many creepers exploding?
Bedtime. It's probably because you should go to bed, Daniel.
Can't really. Yeah, that could be it. But Simon is under the bed. For you wanted to know, Daniel, he has climbed under the bed. I have been trying everything. I've got boards that I had cut to put under the bed to try and keep him under there, and he weasels his way in. It makes me very upset. I don't like him under there. I worry that, like, what if I needed to get him out? Like, what if there was a problem and I needed to get him out quickly. I could not reach him. It is too big. And then Sherlock was on the couch, and then I think he's gone back to the couch. He was wandering around with me like, why did you come and bother me? Why did you turn the lights on? But I think he's gone back to his couch. He prefers the couch over the main bed. The air mattress, of course, you know, they'll all sleep on. Ah, here's where you blew up. I swear I just filled in that hole.
Sorry, I was letting Edmund outdoors. He woke up. He must go.
You blew up there. Halfway under the couch. Simon can't fit under the couch. The couch is too little ground, but he loved the bed.
He can't fit under it. Oh no.
Well, you did say he was quite chonky. Is he supposed to be that big, or is it like maybe he need to diet a little bit? Never got to see it full. A nice cozy town. Yeah, I can, if there's a specific building, I don't know which buildings you missed, I can show it to you if you want real quick. I don't know if there's buildings that you remember that you're like, I missed that one, or which ones there are. I think this should be a nakeded block.
He's on a diet at the moment, so he's a little too chunky for his own good.
Simone had to go on a diet. He was not super happy about it. It wasn't terrible though, because we also switched his food. So he seemed to think that that was maybe a little bit of a reward. But when we got Sherlock, he seemed to think that Sherlock was getting treats all the time because he was getting to eat dry food. They both eat raw food. All of our dogs eat raw, and cats eat raw. He lost 1 pound already. That's good. But so he thinks that when other dogs or other pets get kibble, it's like a box of treats. They're just getting bowls of treats. Definitely would live in the town. Kumo, is that what you're saying? It is kind of cozy, except for all the zombies and creepers that keep showing up. Other than that, no big deal. Okay, I think this is about where the ending point is. So we have an idea.
At the man outside, just trying to mow his lawn. But Esther says, no, you're stealing our grass.
Okay, this one... I've lost count again. This one's the one that needs to be nakeded. I broke my axe. I cannot naked the trees anymore. I will have to go find another one. How did they steal your grass? Are they mowing your yard?
No.
We could light up the town to prevent mobs. Maybe once she's done, maybe you should do paths in between all the houses. Because you've got this lovely kind of path in between the barn. This kind of cobblestone thing. Maybe you should do paths in between all the houses.
Handsome boy. Handsome, handsome. Handsome boy.
What are you doing? It sounds so strange.
Handsome.
He just does. Yes, exactly. He steals the grass. It's just a thing that he does.
You're hollow. You've got no bones. Your head's hollow too. There's not a brain in there.
Start cutting along. You're going, hey, you have your grass. That'd be funny.
No, it's just anytime people are on the property, they think thievery.
Daniel says thank you for calling him handsome. That's what I think it is.
I'm talking to Edmund and his curly tail. Good boy!
Why is he good for having a curly tail? He hasn't done anything.
He's a good boy because he's a good boy.
But he hasn't done anything.
Neither have you.
Yes, but I am good all the time. I am the goodest of girls. This one needs these lovely panels. Here and here. Haven't you heard? He said he's curly. I know. Is that what you mean by what the good thing he did was? His tail is curly. For them being brothers, they like look nothing alike. Like at all, even in their poodleness. Hold on, let me remember.
That's enough for you. Boy, it is, Daniel. And he's very handsome all of the time. Handsome boy.
But Edmund's tail is like this. It looks like a little pig, like a curly Q tail. And Sherlock's is long.
I have a picture of just his tail.
Just his tail. And then when he gets tired or sad or low energy or sleepy or anything like that, he uncurls his tail.
Could I send them to tail spoiler?
No. Wait, make them wait. They'll all show up just for that, just to see Edmund's tail.
To see Edmund's tail. He's a cute, cute little tail.
That's the whole reason. I was bored and I was listening to my books and sitting outside in the sunroom because there was no air conditioning. So I braided Sherlock's tail, which everyone, my mother and Rose, all took offense to. Until summer, bring him in to the dog barber. Edmund gets shaved.
A dog barber, that's so cute.
Very short. But Sherlock does not. I don't know. I always like to think of it as a spa, is what I like to do. Especially because, like, the one they go to, like, puts their name out on a sign out front. And I feel like that's very spa-like. Like, they're coming in to get their
I don't know. They hate us because we come in and say, please shave him, he's hot. And they go, but that's not how poodles are supposed to look. And I go, listen, I don't care, woman.
They don't hate you. They just think that you should do more like me and let him have some fluff, I think is what it is. Give him a little bit more fluff. I just think he'd be so cute. He looks very cute when he's kind of, like, fluffy and bear-like. He looks like a bear.
Well, he'll get more like that in the winter. I'm fine with him being like that in the winter. In the summer, he just gets so hot.
I just think he's so cute like that. I think he's adorable when he's floofy. That's part of what I love about poodles. They're floof. Ever seen a shaved husky? I have not seen. I think maybe online. I've never seen one in person. You're not really supposed to shave huskies, I thought, though. I thought it was bad for their fursies. Because they have, like, a different type of fur. Ah! That hurt. But it is okay. Did not die yet. I'm almost done with the pen. I know this has only taken forever. But isn't it worth it to see all of these lovely...
I was not looking for you.
What?
You did not need to.
What did you say, Rose?
It's not good looking for sure. Why are you being so needy today? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Who are you talking to? You should clarify. Poor Daniel. He's gonna think that he's just being too needy.
What? What?
I said you should clarify who you're talking to. Poor Daniel. He's just gonna feel that he's being just simply too needy.
Making me laugh is now in Discord. That's good. I'm glad we made you laugh. My voice changes when I talk to Edmund. You get the fun baby voice. I pronounce words slower, so you will slowly learn English.
Is that the reason why, Rose?
No, I know all the bad things are for me. No, I'm asking what's wrong with Edmund. He's having a weird day. Weird day.
He had a weird day yesterday, too. Every day he doesn't act good, you say it's a weird day. He nearly knocked me down yesterday, which I was not a fan of.
I think he hasn't been sleeping correctly.
Well, that's not an
baby.
Not an excuse. But I guess, isn't Edmund, have you ever measured how tall Edmund is if you stand him up?
No. I would get spoiled and I get made fun of. Edmund's my baby.
Her baby boy. What is it?
I want that as a redeemed the baby voice. It's like how you talk to children. Like, you know when you talk to children and you pronounce things slower? It's because I'm slowly teaching you English.
That is not why.
One day you will learn and you will speak. You will speak.
Ah, not what I wanted. This is what I wanted.
I want the baby voice as a redeem.
I guess we could do... I've been trying to figure out how to do some redeems for, like, the words you guys wish us to say. And I think the way to do it would be... like for those at least, Rose was thinking, and I was thinking, like a gift sub kind of thing.
You don't talk to your nephew like that? It's not just like in your bones that every time you see a child, you must talk like that? That's like how Dora the Explorer talks. You're supposed to talk like that when you talk to children. It helps them learn language. And that's why Edmund needs to be spoken to that way.
So he will learn language?
Yes. I just talk normal. I don't know what to tell you.
Maybe it's just not in your bones. That is how I feel, maybe not in bones. I don't know if I talk to Sherlock like that or not. I don't think I do it as much as you do. I'm sure I do it some, and I think everyone has a tendency with dogs, as a lot of people do with babies, to like repeat words Like, oh, is that your toy? Oh, it is? That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think I do quite as much baby talking. And I don't talk to Simon like that. I feel that Simon is more mature.
I don't talk to Simon like that either. I have never spoken to Simon in baby voice.
Because Simon is more mature. Is that not how you feel, that he has seen things? He is of the world. Kids don't see.
I think Simon would just get offended if I talked to him in a baby voice.
That's what I mean. He's like more respectable. He's like, I'm not a little dog. You know, don't speak to me this way. I am big scary cat. Grr.
Kids get offended when you talk in a baby voice?
I don't think little kids do. Maybe
yeah, like
big
you don't talk
kids
like
do.
7-year-old, but like a 40-year-old, yeah.
I am eventually coming to bed.
I don't own a cat, but I've spent a lot of time around Simon.
She has spent quite, and she takes care of him sometimes if I need to go out of town or something.
You provide shelter and food, but don't own it. Simon, I think.
Go ahead.
Simon's not cat-like. Simon has some dog-like tendencies. He's pretty needy. But he also, at the same time, like, doesn't want to come off as needy sometimes, but sometimes he does. Specifically with May. He is May's cat, he is no one else's cat. I'm an okay replacement, he guesses sometimes, but he does not particularly care for me.
But he's an interesting story. I was gonna tell about how we got him, but that should be saved for stream. He just, I don't know. He definitely, he doesn't wish to seem, like she said, seem needy, but he is. He's a lot more needy than I think most cats. He must spend time.
New, I think.
Hello, how are you? Yeah, I think you're new. If you're not, we're sorry.
We try to remember everyone, but we struggle.
Yeah, well, there's so many of you guys.
That scared me more than any other jump scare I've seen. I'm sure, but I need to get ready for bed now. I wasn't able to stay till the end of it. Bye! We'll see you next stream.
Yeah, have a good sleep. I don't know when is it about time when you need to end, Rose? Ah, the skeleton.
Yes, I need.
He burns. Can I finish what I was doing real quick before I forget? It will be
Sure.
maximum like 3 minutes. Ah! Thank you for the follow. I don't know why that frightened me. It just did. I am sorry. I am easily scared. Thank you for the follow and for hanging out with us. Speaking of other stuff this week before we go and I forget.
Yes.
So tomorrow I was thinking Brawlhalla, which if you guys were here for it last time, it was there was a lot of people, very chaotic. I'm thinking we do that again. So that would be, that's fun if you guys want to play that. I know it's available on a lot of things. Yes, that one. I don't know if you showed up for that one, Daniel, but it was very chaotic. There were lots of men and they were all yelling at us.
They were all telling us we were doing things wrong.
And like, I know that most of you guys are guys. I know that most everyone who watches us is
You
a
love
guy.
our characters. Thank you, Evie. I'm assuming you go by Evie. I don't know.
But maybe not.
Never
yeah, thank
played
you.
it. It's free on Switch. We learned that recently.
I think it's also supposed to be free on like computer, but we couldn't get it to download, so we switched to Switch. Can you go over here? Okay, you can. So we need to break that. Yeah, mobile too. Okay. Anyway, there was lots of guys yelling at us.
It's available on everything.
It's available on what?
It seems like it's available on everything.
Okay. I have never felt, I don't know, I don't think I've ever had a conversation with that many guys at once. It was very overwhelming, but also fun.
Lot.
I guess I hadn't realized, like, I knew that most of the people who watched this were guys, but, like, that was very, like, okay, so they're all guys, and they're all talking all at once. Oh my. Okay, so you can get into the panda's enclosure if you just want to step over the sides. I guess nothing, that means other things can get into the panda's enclosure, but I guess the pandas can't get out.
Voices, no thank you. Are our voices not high-pitched?
I feel like
I've been told my voice is high-pitched.
I don't know if ours are or not. I don't think
I've
mine
been told
is.
multiple times, specifically by our grandmother.
She just
Over
simply
and
cannot hear you. I think this is gonna be the pin. I think I finished the pin, so that's cool. Anyway, so that's thing number one I needed to cover, that we're gonna play that. I don't know what we're doing for the other days. I haven't decided. Last week we had it all like planned out. Today, no clue. Maybe Pokemon Unite if you guys want on Wednesday. You seem to like that. That seemed to be something you were enjoying. Of course, no stream Thursday. And then Celebration Friday with longer stream in the evening. Morning stream will be Minecraft again. And I guess Saturday morning or Saturday evening, one or the other will be just chatting. How about make a decision now, Rose? Which do you prefer on that?
I don't want to make a decision now.
But I need you to.
Too bad. I gotta go to class. I have to explain that boys in puberty sound like girls and girls have high-pitched voices. Get it? Sometimes I'm dumb, Daniel.
I understood that it was a high-pitched voices thing. I think what I'm confused on is I thought our voices were pretty. I don't know if mine is, but I feel like Rose's is sometimes high-pitched. But that could just be because people tell her it over and over and over. That I think that.
I get squeaky, but I do it generally on purpose.
I think we both can get squeaky, but like you said, I think it's more as a reaction to something.
Talking to people's little, teeny tiny, little.
Like that.
Teeny tiny hot dog boy. Come here, Pinky. Come here. No problem, child.
He says you hurt him in many ways, and one of them is his ears. And I find that very funny. Anyway. Is that just too much for you to take?
It's really, I'm fine, admit I'm not hyperventilating. I don't think the voices are high, but it could just be my sound. Thank you, Evie.
And we're sorry, but I think it's about time to go. I know you just joined us.
It is, but you won't let me do anything. I have class.
I'm ready. I was waiting for you. You were laughing and squeaking. You can.
Want to see us live? Come join us on Twitch.
Thanks for watching.